There is a big difference between the words legends and myth. Legend is a story of the heroic figure that has some historical basis, but is largely fantasy. Mythology is not just stories but also symbols and rituals, which helps a culture make sense of the world and the life. Historically, we are told that Alexander the Great, the son of the Macedonian prince called Philip, conquered the Persian Empire. Over time, the people of the Persia came up with legends to cope up with the humiliating defeat at the hands of this Greek upstart. They told the story of the Darius marrying a Greek princess whom he found extremely smelly and awful, even though she was coated with sandal paste. He managed to have sex with her, but he couldn't bear to live with her too long, so he sent her back to her father. Without realizing she was pregnant, she gave birth to the Persian prince, who was named Sikandar after sandal paste applied on his mother. So his attack on Persia was an attack against his father to reclaim the throne that was rightfully his. By this story, the Persian claimed Alexander not as an invader but as a local son of the soil. Alexander takes another form in Middle Eastern mythology, especially in Islamic mythology. Here, he is seen as one of the many prophets sent on earth by Allah. We are told his father was a great astronomer. He told his wife if they were intimate at a particular hour, they would bear a child who would be immortal. But if they had sex in the following hour, their child would merely be a conqueror. Unfortunately, King did not wake up in the first hour and could only conceive a child in the second hour, who was Alexander. The queen's sister, who knew this secret, had sex with her husband in the first hour. She therefore gave birth to a prophet called Al Khadir, who is considered to be immortal in Islamic mythology and who advised Moses. He is considered the green prophet who lives where the salt water meets fresh water. He is connected with the waters of life, where the fried fish thrown are restored to the life. Another legend about Alexander comes to us from India itself, where many people believe that the word Sikandar gave rise to the word Skanda, a name of Kartikeya, commander of the gods. In time when Alexander came to India, Kartikeya was very popular, especially among Indian kings. Kartikeya origins have been traced to Tamil Sangam literature, where he is known as Murugan. While Alexander was admired and feared, was linked to the Kartikeya, who was renamed Skanda. Some say it was the other way around. Alexander was named Sikandar after the warrior Skanda Kartikeya Murugan. Well, only time knows about it.